What is going on? Oops. What is happening? Man, Micah's back with another video. Back here to talk about my One UI 5 setup on my Galaxy Z Flip 4. Yes, this was a way I could utilize the new updates without kind of being redundant with a lot of the same information. As you saw, I saw with my tablet, I have a nice setup, and I also was able to run through the settings and show you guys some of the improvements on that device. I'm gonna do the same thing, probably just in quicker fashion because it's my Z Flip 4 and the features are literally the exact same as the S22 Ultra. So this should be that much faster. So if you guys appreciate this kind of content, make sure you like the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so I my videos. So we should bet you like see what's cracking. And also let me know down in the comment section below, have you been enjoying One UI 5? Have you received One UI 5 yet? And what are you looking forward to from Samsung down the road? Now, let's get into the video. And of course, as usual, you know I gotta bring up my screen recorder. I'm gonna show my taps. Let's get that cool. So this is my home screen, beautiful, vibrant. I changed this like literally last night because there's some things I just wanted to experiment with. I like it. My lock screen looks relatively similar. And one of the things I didn't discuss in that video, but most people know by now, theming has taken for the most part, an upgrade with One UI 5 and Android 13 in general in terms of color palettes and how you can theme aspects of your font and a layer of color across your settings or your app pages. So to show that off real quick, let's go to settings. We're gonna come down here to wallpaper and style. Upon clicking on it, as you guys see, that's my wallpaper right now. It's kind of Iron Man-esque with the red and the goldish color. You could also call it ketchup and mustard. Now I just thought about it, or the Kansas City Chiefs. I might change this now. But as you guys see, you got your color palette. You have more options to choose from in terms of the colors you want. Of course, you got basic colors. You can apply the colors to your app icons if you really wanted to. I like that Samsung embraced that with their technology, and of course within the lock screen you can change the color, you can change what the different styles of background you want. They do a pretty decent job. You can change a clock widget and all that. And so if we go back in there, I'll show you guys, and I'll probably even change this right here on the spot. Yikes. Let me, ooh, that's real bright. But here's what I can do here. All right, I can do something like this. I can do something like that. Why not? Yeah, why not? So I just changed my lock screen just like that on the spot. Clicking on the clock, of course, this is my clock that I'm using, but you have different clock styles and clock styles up here that you can choose from as well if you want to get a little funky with it, you know what I'm saying? So that is my lock screen. Of course, I showed you guys my main wallpaper. Now, coming back in here, as you guys see here, my settings is completely different than what's stock out of the box from Samsung. We'll get into that in a second, but this is my lock screen. I have my Google search bar at the top, but I'm using stacked widgets. And again, stacked widgets is the ability to add widgets into one area so that way you can utilize more space. And of course, it depends on the sizing of that widget, if it will fit in that region, you know, based off of the scale of, you know, 4x1, 3x2, 4x2, that kind of thing. So in this case, I have the Google search bar, I have my Audible playbook, or you know, whatever it's called. I have my Pocket Cast, I have my YouTube Music. That's all in that one widget pane right there. And I like stack widgets. One UI 4.1.1 or whatever technically has smart widgets which could do similar, but I think you can only stack up to 2. And now they've kind of just changed the names. It's now called stack widgets, and now they have a smart suggestion widget, which I don't use, but it based off AI and machine learning, it will display apps that you most likely want to use. So that's a pretty neat app that I probably could add to this pane if I wanted to, but I have all my apps in one place. I don't need to do that. Now, weather widget, the dynamic weather widget. This is where I am bittersweet on it. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place because I like it. I like that it has different colors it uses as the day shifts on, But as you guys can see here, there's so much wasted space. It could easily give us a high and low right there in the middle, you know, right underneath the current temperature, which is freezing cold, by the way, and the sun app. You got all that space in there to put the high and the low for the day, the air quality, something else, wind chill. Like, you have so much space right there. But one of the things that I definitely like is that I no longer have the refresh button there. If you click on it, of course, the weather app has taken an update and is a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more playful, a little more interactive, if you will. You can scroll through and see things here. If I click on this and I come on over here to settings, auto refresh on the go. By clicking on this, it no longer gives you the manual refresh button. That's what I wanted all along, and I'm very happy. Now, why is this moving very slow for me? I'm a little confused. I'm gonna have to check some things out here. And oh, that's why. All right, so that is my weather widget. Now, swiping on it, I'm taking advantage of stack widgets again. I have my Samsung Notes, I have Google Drive, I have my Keep Notes, and I have my Samsung Calendar, a small one, the small version. And then I have the dynamic clock app right here, which changes colors throughout the day as well. No stack widgets. Apps I use on my phone, of course, gonna be different than my tablet. Twitter, Instagram, Everyday Dollar budget app, budget my money every week, every month, throughout the year. Cash App, and Android Authority. I used to have Android Central, but I guess they got rid of their app. And then maybe they had another app, but it's not usable. I don't know. I thought that was the AC Forums app or whatever, but that wasn't working. I don't know what happened, but I missed that app. My JW Library app, YouTube Studio, YouTube, the Galaxy Store, my banking app, Samsung Internet, the Play Store, Google Messages, and the Samsung Phone app. I like what I have going on here on my home screen. Swapping over to the next screen, I have the Google Photos widget that displays a picture, and I have my wife, so it circulates through different pictures of her right here. So this is the current one that we have when we went out to eat. I don't want to say it was that long ago, but yeah, that's my boo thing right there. And then I got the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro widget right here where I can interact with turning on and off noise canceling, ambient sound, touch controls. And then I have more apps that I don't use as often, but if I need to, they're just a swipe away. This is more or less my financial app folder, bunch of stuff that you would spend money on. Here, I have kind of like my gaming slash kind of like my just, you know, third-party apps, if you will. Lightroom, Game Launcher, Good Guardian, Good Lock, the Video Player, Samsung Video Player, my PlayStation app, GameStop, Planet Fitness, and TikTok. And then I have my streaming services app with Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Prime, HBO Max, Redbox, Atom, Ticket, and PixArt. And then I have a one-time cut off all the lights widget with Philips Hue right there. And if I need to see a bigger calendar, I just come over here because I have the full calendar right there. Now you see another one, but this is my experimental widget app where I kind of see what I can do, finagle and finesse widgets. Swiping up takes me back home. I swipe to the left. Of course, I'm taking advantage of this big baby here. Oh, it's Saturday again, and we're getting more Saturday games. And Minnesota's playing. And Minnesota had a crazy victory last week. Hopefully the adrenaline didn't, you know, completely sap away from their bodies and they can come out with another, you know, come out with another victory. I need to check out this article by Slash Gear, by the way, too. But that's the Google Discover feed that I like using. And that's pretty much my setup. Of course, here, as you guys see, if you swipe down, and I swipe down again, I click on the settings button, you see button grid. You can come in here and now change the size of the grid if you want to. So, you know, I don't mind it. You know, if I want, I can actually increase the size, not a big deal. Everything's still within thumb range. How do you bring that up, you may ask? And as I see right here, I don't have anything I need to, oh, this is another update with One UI 5. The app notifications are a little bit more bold, more symbolism going on with their icon to the left, and swiping down, you get on them, depending on how much information, you get the video name, you get the picture or thumbnail when it comes to YouTube, as you see there, which looks pretty clean. And then I just hit clear on. We're gonna go to good lock in a second. Let's go back to settings and go to notifications. Where are you at? Right here. App notifications. This is where you can individually control notifications app by app. So if you click on this one, it's deep sleeping for me right now, but if I want to allow notifications, I can. So let's go to one that's open right here. You can allow sound and vibration or silence it. You can allow content on a lock screen. You can allow content, a badge icon. You can allow pop-ups, or you can not allow any of that, right? So let's say I don't want pop-ups for Amazon. I just want it to show up and let me know, I have something going on. I can do that like that. I can hide the content on the lock screen in general. And then of course, this app has in-app notification settings that you can toggle on and off as well. So there's a lot more deep functionality within notifications. So if you tired of getting notifications from certain apps, or you really want notifications from certain apps, you have the control to do as you may with each individual app. So I find that to be really neat. I like that. What else is new within here? With flex mode, there's a little bit extra, not much. I'm sure it's just improved upon, right? I go to labs, full screen and split screen view, right? Swipe for pop-up view, swipe for split screen flex mode panel. Of course, if you do this, usually an icon will pop up down here somewhere, and then it will jot everything up to the top half of the phone. The bottom half of the phone will now be like a touchpad. You can take a screenshot, I believe. You can tap on, it becomes like a little mini, center for controls, or control center, if you will. Not a big deal to me. And then as you guys see here with Edge panel, you can now allow icons within the Edge panel if you want to. I don't, but I have additional apps here. I did on my tablet too, didn't show it, but I have apps that I can reach at a glance by just swiping in from the side. So that way my home screen can stay clean as well, and I can still have access to apps that I do use more often than not. And this is where I have Keep Notes, Calculator, Galaxy Wearable, a calendar, Google Photos, Google Maps, Galaxy Store again, which I can probably remove from there now. Settings, My Files, G Wallet, Google Meet, Gmail, Zoom, and Samsung Notes. Swiping over, I have my different type of cutouts that I can use if I'm taking a screenshot and I want to get something. Of course, I have people that I would talk to, contacts. I have a compass, it needs to be calibrated, my clipboard, my weather, and boom, I'm back. Now, I did see somebody on YouTube, I forgot her name, but she discovered a Edge panel that's called Control Center that basically looks just like the iPhone Control Center, which I thought was super dope, and that I might get. It's like $2 in the Galaxy Store, so I'm tempted to grab that. One of the things that you can also do, if we go to, let's see, if I swipe up and I come on over here to Galaxy, let's say I want to, it's gonna be a little bit hard to choose, but let's say if it will let me, let's say I choose this picture from Marvel's Avengers. You can now create a sticker from the image. So if I click on this, oh, well, it's got to update now. Look at that. Yeah, you just happen to want to update. But essentially what you can do is you can create a sticker from the picture. So let's say you struggle with doing that with third-party apps. Samsung has made it a lot easier now for you to do it on your own within their own editor, within their own photo editor, to now take advantage of that opportunity. I'll click on this face, I click on sticker. Oh well. There we go. So you gotta come down here, click on create sticker. And then if I click on this, draw in the area, and it should know what to do. Boom, just like that. As you just saw, I snapped the shape. I click next, and that's my sticker. So wow, it does work a whole lot easier. So if I needed to, boom, I just take that, I keep that, and I guess, you know, if I wanna do that, or I could just save it. Or copy this to the, you can copy it around, create a sticker. All right, that's neat. So, and then if I wanna, you know, discard or save, I can do that. But now you can create stickers in that way. So that's pretty neat. I was not expecting that to be something. So you can now create your own thumbnails if you wanted to via your phone. So that is the gallery app there. I think one of the things I want to show you in settings here too real quick is your security and privacy settings have been bundled into this page. If you click on updates, you get your security and Google places some updates right here. And you click on privacy, this is where you can control the apps that have access to your location, microphone, camera, and your permission manager is within this settings as well. You can outright cut out camera and microphone access right there. And then with the lock screen, of course, this is where you find your screen lock and your fingerprints and most likely your face unlock. Battery and device care, you can come into memory. And upon coming into memory, you can turn RAM Plus off at the bottom, which I have. Whenever you're changing any RAM Plus option, just know that your device will restart. So keep that in mind. And auto optimization is right here where it will automatically restart when needed, so it takes it out of your hands. I kind of like doing it once per week manually or automatically as you could before, but now that they've taken that feature out, I just live with it. And then you got maintenance mode down here, so when you send your device in to Samsung for care, you put it in maintenance mode, you don't have to worry about your stuff being tampered with. I like that a lot there. Connected devices is the way you find all your smart stuff with quick share, your are you discoverable, where you're sending it to. You have your auto switch buds, which is controlled via your Samsung accounts. That way it will automatically switch between your Samsung devices that's connected to the buds. So if I'm listening on my Flip and I decide to listen on my S22 Ultra or my Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra, the buds will automatically switch over and I don't even have to touch nothing. So I like that a lot. Calling, texting other devices, of course, other Samsung devices with Samsung based apps is how this works. And continue apps are app continuity, where if you're in one of Samsung's apps on one device, like Samsung Internet or Samsung Notes, and you jump onto another device, primarily a tablet, I believe, it's gonna ask you to continue from that other device. And that's how that does that there. And then you can pick up where you left off on the bigger or smaller screen. Of course, you link to Windows. You're not probably gonna use this as a secondary display, so of course you don't see that option there. Smart View is how you connect the TVs. And then you got your Android Auto in here, Smart Things, Galaxy Wearable. So they bundled all your connected devices into one segment within the settings now. And that's pretty much it. There isn't a whole lot else that really came in here from there. But what we can do now is come on over here to Good Lock. And as you guys see, I don't really have a lot of notifications, and that's because within Quickstar is where I can come in the clock settings, hide it, or put on the left and right. I can show the date, right? Oh, that's interesting. I just noticed that. You can show AM, PM. You can show seconds. So you can get creative with it. Visibility icons. You see, I don't have a lot of icons visible. I have all that hidden. And then, oh, my bad. Also within Quickstar, this is where you get the show quick button grid in order to accentuate your quick button grid up at the top. That's within Quickstar, within Good Lock. Now, what do we want to come in here for? Click on Life Up, Registar. Registar is where you can change your settings. So as you guys saw, my settings was all over the place. I remapped all the settings into really it's the top area, but customize your home settings. Now, of course, you have an option down here called back tap action. And back tap, if you want to double tap, it will show notifications. So if I double tap, I don't know if it'll do it through the case. Yeah, it's probably not gonna do it through the case. But if I do a triple tap, I don't even know if I have to do it that hard, but as you see, it pulled up my G wallet. Yeah, you gotta do it pretty hard if you have a case on it doing the back taps. Now, customize your settings home, menu order and group settings up at the top. And this is where you can move all the settings that you want and make your own little settings the way you want to. Again, giving a level of customization to personalize the device to you. That's what I like, and so I did that. I moved stuff all over the place, and I believe you have to restart the device afterwards, and then it will take effect. But that is my Flip 4 in a nutshell with One UI 5, taking advantage of some of these new features and using them so that way I can get the most out of my device, regardless if I'm using it or not. So let me know down in the comment section below, what are some of the things I just helped you out with? What are some of the things that you use within One UI 5? Whew. The comment section is open for discussion. But again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that way you never miss my videos. So I always sit back, relax, see what's cracking. Your man Micah signing out. To the next video. Wait for